Ballistic Negatron batteries, the most advanced battery in the world. What unique in it is the high energy storage capability, which is many multiple times more than the most advanced battery in the world. If you replace your car battery with a BNB, its size is going to be fit in your palm, and no need to carry a heavy weighted battery always. A 12 volt 52 ampere hour 10 to 20 kg battery comes with 1.8 kg BNB, and no need to worry when you need to be charged immediately. Just plug it and charge it, come after 5 minutes, and the charge will fulfill you, and the charging time is completely controlled. Now even the child can play with it because of no toxic wastes. Just plug it and charge it, and forget about recharging it because of its high energy storage, and no need to replace it even and then because it has nothing to be damaged inside it. Now let us see how it works. It works on the principle of Lorentz force. Lorentz force states that whenever a moving electron enters into a perpendicular magnetic field, it is acted upon by a force which is perpendicular to the both magnetic field and its direction of its velocity. My battery consists of three parts. One is the charging part, and the holding energy part, which is called as the where the energy is stored, it is the battery, and the discharging part, which is attached to the load. The charging module consisting of the power circuit and the control circuit and an electron gun. The electron gun is the important thing which makes my battery to work. Now in this video you can see an electron, a red color particle, which is just generated at a cathode and just moving towards a focusing anode, where it is acted upon by a force or through which it is accelerated, and it just move it to the X and Y plates, so which actually helps and which actually directs this electron to go into particular position in a particular space. So in this way the electrons generated at the cathode can be accelerated and just can be inserted into the path, projected into the particular path we require. So in this next animation you can see that an electron is just entering into a tube. So this is where the electron gun is going to be inserted. So when the electron gun is going to be inserted, the electron just moves through the charging module, which is just inserted into a holding energy module. When the electron enters from the charging module to the holding energy module, where there is actually a magnetic field, so it's acted by a Lorentz force and makes it to revolve perpendicularly. So this is how the electron is going to be rotated. So now I said a single electron. I assume a multiple number of electrons. It will be a multiple beam of electrons is going to rotate it one after the other electron. Now we have said that number of electrons in a particular radii. Now think of multiple radii. There are multiple radii available, multiple possibilities. So the electron can be revolved in multiple radii. In the similar way, there are many layers. So in this way, in this animation, you can see that the electrons are filled up in each and everywhere in this part. So this is what charging is. Coming to the holding energy module. The holding energy module has nothing inside it. It is just a vacuum, which is where everything is sucked out. Now you can see that electrons are revolving continuously and continuous. This is only possible by a constant magnetic field with the help of a permanent magnetic place. So in this way the electrons are moving and revolving and doesn't come to rest because they are not opposing by any force. So this is how the holding of the energy means. So in this way I'm just exciting an electron and make it to revolve in a confined radii and making the electron to confine to a particular fixed finite area. That means I'm confining the electron, which doesn't mean I'm confining the electron in the form of a kinetic energy. So that is what I call it as a battery. Now coming to the discharging part. This discharging can be done with the help of a carbon nanotube. So why carbon nanotube? These carbon nanotubes possess peculiar properties. So one of its peculiar properties is called as the ballistic connection. So whenever an electron is just projected onto it or just bombarded onto it, so it just conducts that electron to the lower potential. So in this way, now what I'm going to do is, now I am inserting this electron into the path of the moving electron. So this is how I need to discharge it. So when the moving electron comes and hits this carbon nanotube, it just conducted from the higher potential area to the lower potential area, and this is what is the conduction, and that is how it connected to the load. So in this animation you are seeing an electron just coming and bombarding onto the carbon nanotube. So this is how the discharging is going to be occur. So whenever the discharging occurs and just it is connected to the load, whenever the number of electrons in a particular radii are exhausted, now I just move to the other radii where there are the electrons. So this is how it completely discharged, and this is the stages of the discharging. So and this is how my battery works. Now if you observe one thing, there is nothing inside it, that is a vacuum inside the holding energy module. That means no use of any chemicals or any toxic waste can be produced out of it. So it is 0% environment waste, or it doesn't release any byproducts. And coming to the material used, in any non-metallic material is okay for it, and unless and until it is coated with an electron repellent inside. So the BNB is an eco-friendly battery which doesn't release any type of toxic waste into the environment and saves our mother earth. So and saves our earth from the corrosion of the soil. See, we generally throw the batteries into the soil, and which makes it corroded. I think you know that better than me. So we have to save our earth, and we have to find the alternatives. So generally in these kind of situations we have to sacrifice something, but in the case of the BNB we are not going to sacrifice anything. Everything is positive to us. So it is always a win-win situation, and it is very good news for us. And thank you.